guys, I'm Alex Cheeklake. Welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to go over everything that is happening in the month of November. This is the last month of the Tales of Transformation season. We have some new Dynamax Pokemon, brand new events, and this year's Go Wild area is happening in Japan and globally. But before we talk about all of that, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and that thumbs up button, and let us know in the comments below what are you excited about for the month of November in Pokemon Go. And without further ado, let's dive in to the details. The following Dynamax Pokemon are going to appear in power spots during different times, and every single Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, that exclusive Pokemon will be in power spots more often. So on November 3rd to the 9th, we have Dynamax Inkay. November 10th through November 16th, we have Dynamax Ralts. November 17th through November 23rd, we have both forms of Dynamax Toxtricity, which are the Amp form and the Low-Key form. November 24th to the 30th, we have the debut of Dynamax Eevee. It makes me wonder if we're going to get Gigantamax Eevee soon, but this would be a good one to get if you want to get every evolution of a Dynamax Evolution. And finally, Darumaka from December 1st through December 7th, which is December, not November. I don't know why they added it to their blog post. Then we have 5-star raid bosses throughout the month of November. From November 4th to the 11th, we have the return of Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. These are actually really iconic legendaries. We haven't seen them in a while, so these will be good ones to hunt for. November 18th to the 25th is going to feature Heatran for like the 40th time. And also for like the 41st time, we are going to have Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion from November 25th through December 2nd. You've also noticed that there has been a gap between the 11th through the 18th. Well, we're going to talk more about that later. And just like with the last couple of months, we have been receiving a lot of Mega Evolutions, so this month is no different. From November 4th to the 11th, you're going to see Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir, and Mega Heracross. November 11th to the 18th, you're going to see Mega Tyranitar and Mega Altaria. November 18th through November 25th, Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric. And finally, November 25th through December 2nd, Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Medicham, and Mega Garchomp. And next up, we have the Spotlight Hours, and just a friendly reminder, Spotlight Hours are scheduled every single Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, featuring a Pokemon in the wild and a bonus to go along with it. Tuesday, November 4th, Weedle will be in the spotlight, and the bonus is 2 times Transfer Candy. Then Tuesday, November 11th, Morlul will be in the spotlight, and the bonus is 2 times Evolution XP. Just a reminder, Morlul is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so while you're evolving Pokemon, get your Go Catchers on, and make sure that you have a star piece down, so when you're evolving Pokemon, you're also catching Pokemon with your Go++ or any auto catcher to get Stardust from Morlul. Then Tuesday, November 18th, Sableye will be in the spotlight, and the bonus is 2 times Catch Stardust, which is perfect because Sableye is also a Stardust boosted Pokemon. And finally, Tuesday, November 25th, Scraggy will be in the spotlight, and the bonus is 2 times Catch XP. Things I want to mention specifically for Weedle Spotlight Hour and Sableye Spotlight Hour, you're going to have an increased chance to get Mega Energy from Weedle and Sableye. So that way you get Mega Energy for Beedrill, all that stuff. Every single Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time is Raid Hour. So on November 5th, you're going to see Raikou, Entei, and Suicune in 5-star battles. November 19th will feature Heatran. And November 26th will feature Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. And those are not the only ones having raid hours. Again, we'll talk about that later. During the month of October, we had the surprise Shadow Latios in 5-star Shadow raids. And obviously for November, we're going to get Shadow Latios. Now let's go over the events that are happening in the month of November. We know that this Saturday, November 1st from 2 to 5 p.m. local time is going to feature Gigantamax Garbodor during the Gigantamax Max Battle Day. If you're lucky, you may even get Shiny Garbodor in its Gigantamax form. Although this thing looks like a piece of garbage, just remember that Garbodor is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so this could be a good Max Battle Day to grind for Stardust. The next event is called the Enchanted Hollow, which is from November 4th through the 9th. We actually have details for this event, but we're gonna go over that in just a second. Next up, November 10th through November 14th is Into the Wild event. This is supposed to lead up to the Global Wild Area event. We also have details for that event. We'll talk about that in a second. November 15th to November 16th is the Global Wild Area event. We have covered a lot of information about this event time by time, but when it gets closer to that event, we are going to make a video to review what to do and what to expect during this year's Global Wild Area event. November 18th through November 22nd is an event called the High Voltage event. We're assuming electric type Pokemon are going to be featured. November 21st through November 24th is a Dynamax Max Battle weekend, which is really surprising because it is a 4-day event from Friday through Monday. So that's like a very long weekend. November 25th through November 30th is the Final Justice event. We don't have information yet, but this is supposed to wrap up the whole resolution form Keldeo nonsense. So we get to finish the special research for the season. We should be able to turn our regular Keldeo into its form, all that stuff. November 29th through November 30th is another Dynamax Max Battle weekend. Only this time it is a Tuesday weekend. We don't know what the Dynamax Pokemon are featured for both weekends. And finally, November 30th is a community day. There has been rumors that Picky Peck could be the featured Pokemon for the last regular community day of 2025. But when we get information, we will let you know. Now let's go ahead and talk about the first event, which is the Enchanted Hollow event. This event is from Tuesday, November 4th at 10 a.m. all the way through Sunday, November 9th at 8 p.m. local time. Tarantula, which is a Spire Pokemon from Generation 9, will be debuting in Pokemon Go, and it will evolve into Spidops using 50 Tarantula candy. There's also a thing called Glow and Go, so don't get lost into the woods. Follow the glow to find event-themed patches of forestry beneath Pokestops. I think this is something that happens during the evening. Bonuses will include 2 times XP from spinning Pokestops, 2 times lure module duration, and you get an increased chance to encounter Shiny Paris and Shiny Stantler. Paris is Stardust boosted, so that's a good one to hunt for whether you have a shiny or not. And Stantler, well, you can get some candy to power up a Weirdeer, even though Weirdeer is useless. Wild encounters will include Paris, Stantler, Nickit, and more, and you might even find Tarantula. What I don't like what Pokemon Go is doing is just giving us a few spawns instead of the full list of wild encounters. I think they need to reconsider this when they're posting blog posts in the future. Trainers really want to know what the full list of wild spawns are, good or bad. Because just giving us 3 or 4 per announcement, it just questions whether we want to do this event or not. Also, the following Pokemon will be attracted from Mossy Lure modules. You have Paris, Stantler, Cottony Patillo, Carablast, Shelmet, and Tarantula. Also in 1-star raids, we have Paris, Stantler, and Tarantula. And in 3-star raids, we have Leavanny, Scolipede, and Drampa. Field research encounters will include Paris, Stantler, Cottony Patillo, Carablast, and Shelmet, and some may even encounter Drampa, which I'm assuming is win 3 raids because it's a raid boss. That wouldn't be a surprise at all. There's also collection challenges where you can get XP and encounters with Tarantula. And finally, there is a $2 pay time research where you'll be able to get Mossy Lure modules, encounters with Drampa, Tarantula, and so much more. Then we have details for the Into the Wild event, which is on Monday, November 10th at 10 a.m. all the way through Friday, November 14th at 8 p.m. local time. This is going to lead up to the Global Wild Area event that's happening during the weekend of the 15th to the 16th. We actually have a list of wild spawns, which we should have been provided for other events. Wild encounters will include Alolan Rattata, Sableye, Carvanha, Purloin, Cottony, Scraggy, Spritzee, Swirlix, Carbink, Nickit, and Fido. Everything except for Nickit and Fido can be shiny. 1-star max battles will include Dynamax Ralts. 3-star max battles will include Dynamax Sableye, and 4-star max battles will include both Toxtricity Low-Key and Amped form. Now, the reason why we have more raid hours in between and why there's a huge gap is because we're going to have a lot of different variety of 5-star raid bosses during the Into the Wild event on each day. So on Monday, November 10th, Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh are going to be in 5-star raids, and they're going to have their own raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 11th, we have Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele. They're going to have their own raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday, November 12th is Dusk named Necrozma, and that will give you some fusion energy, and it will have its own raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. Thursday, November 13th is Tapu Bulu and Tapu Fini. And yes, they're going to have their own raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. And Friday, November 14th, we have Dongzwing's Necrozma, which is the other Necrozma that will also give you fusion energy. And that will also have its own raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. So yeah, we have 5 different raid hours happening throughout that week. So put those down on your calendar, especially the Necrozmas and the Shadows. Also, the Tapus are going to learn Nature's Madness, which is an exclusive fairy type move that they all can learn. Trainers who participate in 5-star raids during the Into the Wild event will have a chance of receiving a new special background after making a successful catch. The souvenir background will appear on the Pokemon summary page, showing when the Pokemon was caught and commemorating your adventures leading up to the Wild Area event. So that's another reason for some trainers wanting to go after these raid bosses. If you want to try to get a shiny with a special background, there you go. The event bonuses during the Into the Wild event will include a 30 remote raid limit for each day until November 14th, because then there's going to be no remote raid limits from the 15th to the 16th, because that's the Go Wild Area event. And finally, you can use a Charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the Charge Attack Frustration, hint hint, Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh. There's also field research tasks that you can complete to get some event-themed Pokemon. We don't know the full list of field research and encounters and all that quite yet. There is a ticket called Ready for the Wild to be available for purchase from November 10th through November 14th. You'll be able to get all sorts of stuff if you get this Wild ticket, and then of course you get some encounters, including Dynamax Ralts and Dynamax Sableye. Then we have the Go Pass and the Go Pass Deluxe for the Wild Area event. If you get the Deluxe, you get a brand new item, which is the Silver Bottle Cap. It kind of works like the Gold Bottle Cap, but the Silver Bottle Cap raises your stats once. So my recommendation, get a Pokemon that is a 98% IV, whether it's a rare legendary or an exclusive shiny that you want as a Shundo, or whatever else. And then when you reach certain major milestones with the Go Pass, if you hit rank 15, that's 2 times Incense Duration. Rank 30, you get 5,000 additional XP from raids and max battles. And rank 45, you get 1 additional candy or Candy XL from raids or max battles. Now trainers, that is gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you again for watching. Let us know in the comments below, what are you most likely looking forward to for the month of November? And if there's more details on certain events, including the community day, which might be Piggy Peck, make sure you guys come back, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and then make sure you guys check out that video when it comes out. In the meanwhile, make sure you guys have a great Halloween, and we will see you guys during the weekend for Gigantamax Garbodor Max Battle Day. That's it for now. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.